What if Deku had Decay? Part 2. So where we last left off, Deku had just gotten in the UA. And I'm going to retcon a few things. I've been doing a lot of retcons because, like, I'm going back on what if I'm continuing from like a couple weeks ago, like a long time ago that I haven't really done. So, like, I found that I'm doing stuff that I want to do now that I think will make the story better. Now, if y'all don't like the retcons I've been doing, be sure to put it down in the comments of the videos I've done retcons, which has been what if Deku was the Flash and Spider-Man and like Hulk. I forgot which parts, but I've been doing retcons because like I look at my past ones and they have been like kind of awkward to me. But enough of the enough banter. Let's get to it. So where we last left off, Deku had just gotten in the UA, and he is basically thinking to himself as he's walking in for his first day, how there has to be, because Deku is smart in this. He's smart, he's confident. He's saying to himself in this one, like, there has to be something he has to do that his quirk can't do, such as, like, training or using certain powers that he doesn't have access to. Such as, well, you'll see. So, Deku walks in. He walks the door. He sees Ida and Bakugo arguing because Bakugo has his feet on the desk. Ida's been saying, how dare you disgrace the past scholars at this school? And Bakugo's like, why you gotta stick up your ass? Like, Deku notices Aizawa's sleeping, so he just goes sit down and be quiet. He basically writing in his notebook, studying and stuff. And eventually Ochako comes in and she notices Deku, and basically she thanks him for saving her. He's like, no problem. And then suddenly a voice says, you didn't come here to make friends, you came here to be heroes, so shut the hell up. And Deku looks over and notices Aizawa. He's like, oh. So Aizawa basically mad because he can't go back to sleep. He's like, everyone go outside, we're going to do a quick assessment test. Like, Deku just gets up, gets out. Ochako does comment on the fact they should have had orientation. Aizawa does say that you don't need orientation. It's basically useless. So they get outside. And Deku did get first. So, yeah. So they do all the tests, the grip strength. Deku does the grip strength, but he has to have one finger off, and Aizawa does notice that. He just doesn't comment on it because he's like, what's he doing? Then they do long jump, so on. Deku currently is in 5th place for every other test except for the running. He's in like 3rd. Because he's fast as hell. So Deku basically gets to throw the ball first as he got first place. And he throws the ball. And he only gets about like... And since he did train his body because he knew there were going to be stuff he has to use, that because he knew that there would be stuff he had to do that his quirk could not do. So basically, he did train his body, so he's strong. So see, he gets about like 350 meters, just cause. As always, like to use the quirk, and Deku explains to him that his quirk, well, what his quirk does, and that he can't really use that for that. So he just trained, and that's how he threw the ball so far. So it's like, So, I'm thinking, no one gets expelled. Even though I want someone to get expelled, but I let them stay. They might die later on because I want better than I. But so basically, they end. Deku goes home. and he can feel somebody watching him. He turns around, nobody's there. And then we cut to a dude in a green, dark green, white suit. And then they vanish. So they cut to the next day. Deku's walking to school, and he still feels someone watching him. So he's like, "The heck's going on?" And he gets there, and he does notice that the people. I love how it's like I forget this key thing in a lot of my what ifs. I forget about the media because it was so random. Like it wasn't. There was nothing to it other than the fact that Shigaraki could just steal the papers. Like there was nothing special about it. So I just be forgetting that. So I don't be putting that in there. So Deku walking in, that's social media. He tries to move by him. They ask questions. Oh, is All Might? Is it true that All Might's working here? Yeah. And Deku was like, yeah. I don't care. Leave me alone. And he gets in. I saw one of them come out. Doors close. And then Deku's doing lunch, right? Because I said lunch is before the hero versus villains. And the alarm starts going off. Everyone's panicking, like nutty. Like, what's going on? Deku looks over, sees the door is gone, and notices that there's no metal in the fence that where the door would come out from. And he knows some dust on the ground. So he's like, what the heck? Because like he notices that because like his quirk, obviously he trains his quirk, so he has decay a lot of things such as metal, wood, ground, tree, like. So he notices what the dust looks like, and he notices that that's metal dust because it has a little rusted look to it. So Deku was like, I didn't do that. So who else could have done it? Basically, what can I say? Let's just say he becomes resourceful. He grabs an apple and throws it at the bell, making a loud noise, and everyone like, what the heck? Look back at him, and he basically says, it's the media. Calm yourself down. This is a hero school. Stop being so paranoid. Basically calling them idiots. He's basically calling them idiots. And everyone is kind of mad and embarrassed because they act like complete fools. And Deku just sits down and just eat his food. So basically we get to the quirk assessment test. That quirk where I really did that. The hero versus villains, All Might comes there basically saying, I am here, everyone's wild and like, oh my god, it's All Might, yeah. And he just says we're gonna have a quirk assessment test. And let's go outside. So every hero costume's on. Deku's hero costume. I don't know what his hero costume could be. Let's just say his hair costume is kind of like a trench coat looking thing. Not a trench coat. It's like. I don't know, like imagine something. The only thing I'm gonna say is that he has like little smoke bombs and knockout gas on his side belt. Just because I don't know what he would look like. Like, I can't even think of anything. But let's go. So, it's same thing. Ochako, Deku, Bakugo, Ida. Ida and Bakugo are villains. Ochako and Deku are heroes. Let's get into it. They said to come with a plan. And Ochako asks him what's his quirk. He says, Decay, basically what it can do. Well, no, it wasn't Decay. What did I call it? Damn, what did I call it? Crumble. I called it Crumble, right? I think I called it Crumble. I don't know. Let's just say he has a so-and-so name. Like, I'm tired right now. I gotta go to practice at 5. So I'm trying to go to sleep, get my rest. Goddamn. So, Deku, they walk in, and Deku can hear some popping. And then Bakugo comes around the corner with his explosions ready and tries to hit him. Last second, Deku runs out the way, like pushes Ochako out the way, and then like some of his clothes is kind of burnt and like ripped off. So Deku, he goes to rush Bakugo with the capture tape. Bakugo evading him, cause Bakugo knows what he can do with it. With his quirk, he's like Deku's really useless here because A, he's not trying to kill him. B, he can't really hurt him. So, what am I doing? Yeah. So basically, Deku, he decays a wall. Look what he does, right? Deku being fast, right? As soon as Baku got Bakugo, he's like jumping around. Deku decays a wall, which Baku goes next to that wall, and then basically grabs him, throws him through the wall, and then ties him up with the capture tape. Let's just say plot. It's just because of plot. So Deku, basically, they go upstairs, search for the bomb, find the bomb, fight Ida. Deku decays the floor, so it's kind of unstable. So Ida can't really run on it. So Ida tries to run at him. He falls through the floor. Let's say he has Ochako float, and he throws her across the room, touches the bomb. They win. Ida is the MVP because Deku could have blown up the bomb by accident because the floor could crumble and the bomb might have been heavy enough to fall through the floor and go boom. He wasn't really thinking about that. But yeah, hey, what am I at? 12 minutes. I've already done like two arcs. Dang. That's a record. But yeah. That was USJ. Deku is God, it's the next day. Now Deku is walking home. No, it's the same day. Deku's walking home, and then he notices like this like black mist following him. It's like this little black mist following him. He's like, "What the heck is that?" So he cussing over Alley, and starts scaling the wall. He's not Spider-Man. Say there was like parkour. Let's say like he's decaying a bit of the building, so there's little divots in the building. So he's basically climbing up the building like a rock climber. And he gets up there, the black mist is still there, and then the black mist disappears. So Deku's like, what the hell is that thing? Because it's been following him around, like it's watching him. So Deku goes home, but B's on lookout. Look outside, nothing's outside that he can see. So, it's the next day, it's time for USJ. Yay, that rhymed. That actually rhymed, oh my god. So, also, I'm gonna do something in this that may change the story. Let's just say, keep in mind Deku's mental state. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep in mind his mental state, like basically what's his morals. Cause I want this what if to be centered around like his morals, kinda. You'll see. Basically, Deku, they get on the bus and Floppy asks him about his quirk. Basically, like, what's his quirk and like, what can it do? Because she knows what it can do, but it's like, what she wants him to explain it. Basically, his quirk is so and so, and basically he can kind of degrade some things, so it's like they're weaker, and if he wanted to, he can actually like destroy it, like turn it to dust. Basically, he's explaining what his quirk can do. They say if he lands 5 fingers on something, it will start to crumble. But if he wants it to, basically, if he wants, oh yeah, this want to be a retcon. As I said last time, um, people can have the same quirk but different conditionings, different late stages of power. So basically, Deku can choose whether or not he wants to decay something. Basically, he explains that he can determine the rate of decay. He can choose when he wants to decay it. He can choose how powerful it is. So yeah, they get there. Deku does have like Deku is on edge because he's unnerved by that black mist that keep following him. He's on edge. Aizawa notices that and asks what's wrong. He's like nothing's wrong. He's just a little nervous. He's like why? And he does tell him that like this is he does tell him like this black mist looking thing has been following him for like 2 days. He kind of unnerved by it. And he's like, I say go to the police because like he really don't care. He just says like go to the police or something. I don't know. It's not my business. So basically, it's time for the fun. That's all I'm gonna say. It's time for the fun. So Deku, they walk in, and then this black mist starts going. He's like, "That's that." Like Deku says, "That's the mist that's been following him." Opens up, some villains come out, and Kirishima is like, "Well, this piece got fake villains," and Aizawa was like, "Nah, that's not fake villains. Those are real villains." So he jumps down by the folds and people. Deku tries to run down, and then like he falls into like this black portal looking thing, and then he is basically where Aizawa is down there, but he's behind everybody. And then he hears a voice basically saying, "We want you to join us." Because A, he does have a good quirk, and 2, it's destructive. B, it's quote unquote villain. Since people did used to call him villains. And you can guess who's saying that. It's the guy in the picture right here, him. Mr. Hands on his face. Up messing with the picture. And Deku basically says, "Nah, I'm good." And then he tries to attack him. Doesn't work. And then he basically says Nomu kill that kid because A, he's mad because Deku can't take him up on his offer, so he's like, I'll just have you killed. So the Nomu punches Deku in the side, sends him flying. Deku's really hurt, like really bad, like blood's coming out of his mouth. He is bleeding. I'd say one of his ribs got cracked. So he's in immense pain. Nomu tries to come at him again. Deku puts his hand out in like self-defense, and he's not really thinking about his quirk. So he's not thinking about how powerful it is, whether or not he wants to decay something or not. He just puts his hand out. Nomu touches his hand, and then bang, Nomu starts screaming in pain. And everyone's like, "What the heck?" Because it's loud. It is very loud, like it's ear piercing. Sounds like someone's getting ripped apart in the neck. It's like someone's getting ripped apart on the molecular. I can't speak today. The Moneki and this is that. Why'd that pop up? It's like something is getting ripped apart. So Deku was like, "Wait, did I do that?" And Nomu basically starts turning to dust, but it's trying to heal, but it can't heal fast enough. So basically, it dies. And Deku's like, "I just killed that guy." So he's having like a little like crisis because it's like, I just killed that guy, but technically with self-defense. So it's like he's at a crossroads here because he don't know what to make of it. And basically, Shigaraki is like, "What?" Because Shigaraki knew he basically had the same quirk-ish. He basically had like a quirk that could destroy things if he touches them. But he didn't know he had the exact same quirk, like the exact one. So he's bugging, and he tries to kill him. And then Aizawa since Aizawa didn't get beat up by the Nomu, Aizawa grabs him with his cloth and punches him in the face. Kiroguri takes him out of there. It's a big old bust. Now this was surprisingly fast because I'm not really on story-driven plots by now. Because I'm trying to go to sleep. I want to go to sleep so bad, but I'm not because I gotta post a video today. So that's the end of that. We cut to Shigaraki and get there, and Shigaraki's bugging, and a dude from a TV tells him to calm down, and Shigaraki says the kid did not want to join. And also, you didn't tell me that he had the exact same quirk as me. And then, basically, if you don't know who that is by now, it's All For One. So All For One basically says, let's just say he lies saying he didn't know. He just knew that Deku had the destructive quirk that was like yours. So basically, he's saying that Nomu was expendable, and now they know what his quirk is, and they can try to, like, warp his mind and make him join them. So basically, they get a week off. Just cause they get a week off. And that's the end of this. Now next, hold up. Yeah, now next is the sports festival. I don't want to do it now, but I gotta say something real quick. I am incredibly surprised on the fact I have 22 subscribers. Like, it's not a big thing, but I'm happy right now because, like, people are actually watching my stuff. And we got some people in the Discord that are really cool people. One dude, he goes by Creative Writer. He be giving me some good suggestions, so if you're watching this, dude, most likely you are. Thank you so much for the suggestion. I will definitely do one of them. And if you want to give me suggestions for what ifs, or you want to vote on what ifs I'm going to do, then go join my Discord. It's in my About section, and some of my videos have links to the Discord. But yeah, this is the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you tomorrow or today if I'm gonna do a double upload. So I'll see you later on today. Goodbye.